Niznik. I'm a nutritional consultant here at the World of Wellness. We're formerly known as the Weiner Wellness Center, but we're World of Wellness now. I kinesiology test people. I muscle test people. We communicate with your body, and your body will tell both of us what's going on because we're all energy. Whether you realize it or not, I'm energy, you're energy, everything around us is energy. I was talking with Jamie Dorlier today, and we're talking about vibrations. I said, if you have if anything goes to absolute zero is like minus 460 degrees Fahrenheit, a little bit shy of that, like 459.7. Anyway, at that temperature, the electron cloud isn't spinning around. The electron cloud is stopped. So the frequency of vibration is stopped or minimal. Above that, electrons are moving and is generating a frequency of vibration, is generating heat, generating an electromagnetic field. So since the molecular structure of this is different from this, is different from that, is different from me, everything has its own unique frequency of vibration and has its own unique electromagnetic field. And you can ask your body where you have a weakness in the way energy flows in your body, and you can find which particular nutrients strengthens those weak reflexes. This is what I do all day long. I'm not a medical doctor. I don't treat, cure, prevent anything, but we're going to aid and assist you in improving your nutritional status, and lo and behold, the body starts to work better. One of the things I want to focus on today was digestion. Most people have no idea how many issues they may have with digestion. When I test people on foods on the first visit, most people who are not taking any nutritional supplements have a poor response to 50, 60, 70, 80 foods. They generally have no idea about this. When I test reflexes on their body, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 reflexes are weak. When I test metals in the heavy metals testing kit, 5, 6, 7, 8 metals are weak. It's just because we're nutritionally deficient. When you start putting a daily complete level of nutrients in your body, you're going to be replacing old cells with new cells. Your digestion, your ability to produce digestive enzymes, your ability to produce stomach acid is dependent on you having the building blocks to make that kind of stuff. Do you have all the minerals that you need to make all the enzymes you need to make to digest your food properly? Do you have enough salt in your diet to give you chloride to make hydrochloric acid, stomach acid? Do you have enough salt for that? Do you have enough minerals to get your thyroid to work, your liver to work, your heart to work, and so forth? So many people are underproducing digestive enzymes, they're underproducing stomach acids, and they have no clue what to do. It's, if they go buy supplements to help with digestion, it's kind of like throwing darts at a board. When you play darts, you throw the dart, you try to hit the bullseye. Same thing with guessing on nutritional supplements. It's kind of like playing darts. You're trying to hit the bullseye. And many times people miss because some people need stomach acid support and they go and buy enzymes. Or other people need enzyme support and they go buy stomach acid. How do you know? I have 16 or more different digestive formulas in my office, and a bunch of them are here on the table with me today. We're going to talk about some of these things. You can quickly test the body and scan the person's body to see what their body wants or what their body needs. So, betaine plus. Betaine plus is stomach acid support. Betazyme is stomach acid support. Zypan is stomach acid support. They'll have different nutrients in them, and some people need just betaine plus and pepsin. Some people need betaine, hydrochloride, pepsin, glutamic acid, pancreatin, oxbile, and gentian root. Particularly if you don't have a gallbladder anymore, many people who need stomach acid support do very well with this one. If you don't have a gallbladder anymore and you need enzymes, sometimes those people need Bile-X, sometimes they need Digestion GB. Their body will tell you, this is what I want. This is the ones that strengthens my weak reflexes, those other ones don't. And if you had your gallbladder out, many people who had their gallbladder out, if they're not taking any nutritional supplements, most of them have a poor response to most fats. I'll say, let me see how your body responds to the good fats that are in organic grass-fed butter, and they're weak. Let me see how your body responds to organic extra virgin olive oil, weak. How about the good fats that are in egg yolks, weak. How about the good fats in salmon, weak. The good fats in almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, weak, weak, weak. And then I have them hold Digestion GB. Let me see how your body responds to the good fats in walnuts with Digestion GB. And as strong as could be. Same thing with Bilex, strong as could be. You had them betazyme, no. Because in that instance, they needed digestive enzymes and gallbladder support, not stomach acid and gallbladder support. Conversely, if someone's low in stomach acid, they need betazyme. If they had the gallbladder out, chances are they're going to need betazyme over the other ones. There are just plain enzymes like digestive enzymes ultra, Enzicor, Cybezyme. Which one's the best for you? If you had to guess on any of these things, Cybezyme. Cybezyme on Nutritional Frontiers, the majority of the times test better than the other digestive aids. But some people, they do much better with Enzicor. Currently, my body does better with Enzicor. A couple years ago, I needed an enzyme. It had 27 different digestive factors in it. And now I don't need that much. My body has changed. My pancreas has changed. My daily nutritional mineral intake has changed. And I don't need that broad spectrum one anymore. I need Enzicor now with my meals. And I could tell if I don't have Enzicor with my meals, you can tell. If you go to the restroom and it's not formed, you could tell if you're not digesting your food well enough. And I could really tell when I don't take that, there's a difference. So that's what Enzicor is. Multizyme is also a multiple enzyme formula. Some people do better with that one. So it depends what your body says. There is an enzyme for gluten dairy digest. It helps some people with digesting glutens, but very few people that it actually helps. Same thing with Cybezyme. There's DPPIV in Cybezyme that helps with digesting glutens. That helps some people, but glutens in this country are so difficult to digest from what I've seen in all my testing. It's around, Dr. Joel Wallach says that over 90% of the U.S. population has a very difficult time digesting the gluten. That's in American-made wheat and barley and rye, as well as digesting the gliadin that's in oats. You'll see a lot of formulas that says gluten-free oats. Oats have gliadin in it, and avidin and gliadin, and they can coat your intestines just like the indigestible gluten we're being exposed to, and that blocks your absorption of minerals. So a lot of issues people are having are from having a slice of bread, a couple slices of toast, a piece of pizza, bowl of oatmeal. You can, if you eat that stuff made in the United States, because it's been hybridized so much, most likely it's going to be coating the inside of your intestines, coating over the villi and microvilli, and blocking your absorption of minerals. It isn't me that's saying this. This is what Dr. Wallach says, Dr. Glidden says, and several other people say. They've hybridized those grains in this country significantly in the last 50 years to have super high levels of gluten in the wheat, barley, and rye, and really high levels of gliadin and avidin in oats. I've been to Italy 4 different times. Most of the people you see over there are very, very thin, skinny, lean. I'm like, what's going on? When I got back here, I started researching it, and all the chemicals they add to our food here, almost all of them are illegal over there. Their wheat over there is not genetically modified, and their wheat over there is the ancient grain wheat, where we have 4.5 to 5 times the amount of gluten in our wheat than they have over there. And this gluten dairy digest, it might help you digest the Italian wheat. It's doubtful that it would help you with American wheat. I haven't found anything yet that says, wow, that really helps digest an American gluten. It's nearly impossible. It is the source of so many problems in people's bodies, because if you don't have minerals going in your body, you probably aren't making enzymes well enough. If you don't have minerals going in your body, you may have degenerating discs, degenerating knees and joints. You may have more fatigue. You may have more of an acidic body because those minerals aren't alkalizing your body. Acidic body, they say, is a better breeding ground for bacteria, virus, fungus, parasites, and even cancer. So he says cancer has a difficult time surviving in a more alkaline environment. If your body's more acidic, it's a better breeding ground for troublemakers, including all the pathogens. So digestion is huge. It's a huge, huge thing. And most people, because of the lack of education and training in this country, most people don't have a clue that this is the underlying core of their problems. People come to me all the time, they'll say, what can I take for inflammation? You can take a lot of different things for inflammation. My question is, what's causing your inflammation? You're not anti-inflammatory drug deficient. You're not X-flame deficient. There's a reason why you're being inflamed. What's causing the inflammation? Yes, X-flame, inflame, and other things can help you with inflammation, but what's causing it? Well, if your intestines are becoming more porous from lack of nutrition, lack of probiotics, killing probiotics with antibiotics, or destroying half your intestinal flora because you're having sucralose or asulfame potassium sweeteners in different things you're eating, that can lower your probiotic coverage in your intestines, and your intestines can become more porous. If bigger protein chunks get through your intestinal wall into your hepatic portal vein where all the nutrients go before they go over to your liver, if bigger protein chunks get in your bloodstream, your immune system can attack it like it's some kind of virus. And you have inflammation and an immune response from foods that should be giving you energy and nutrition. In reality, they may be taking energy and nutrition away from you because you're constantly fighting it. So you need to be able to break your foods down more efficiently. Proteins are supposed to break down to amino acids, and only amino acids are supposed to pass through that intestinal wall. But if bigger protein chunks get in your body because you're not digesting food well enough, because you may have had a sandwich yesterday, you may have had a piece of pizza the day before, you may have had a bowl of oatmeal the day before that. Wheat, barley, rye, and oats, they coat your intestines and maybe block your absorption of minerals. And that's giving you the inability to make digestive enzymes, make stomach acid, make thyroid hormone, make all these different things in your body. On top of that, our farmland already is abysmal in nutrient density, including minerals. Depletion is a serious thing. They're saying 90% of our farmland doesn't have iodine, nor selenium, nor chromium. How can you expect your thyroid to function with iodine and selenium? So we need to supplement, most likely, to get a daily complete nutritional status so we can function better, including making enzymes. This is why Dr. Weiner said for years, listening to him on the radio, he says, as people age, you generally produce lower amounts of digestive enzymes or stomach acids or both. So when you come to see me, we're going to test and see, is your stomach acid reflex weak? Is your digestive enzyme reflex weak? And that will help us steer towards this group of supplements versus that group of supplements. If it's digestive enzyme, several things I talked about: Cybezyme, digestive enzymes ultra with betaine, Enzicor, and so forth. If you have gouts, there's a product called uric acid formula. Many people have told me when they started taking this is a proteolytic enzyme, having this in between meals. Maybe it's eating up the things in your bloodstream that are creating the inflammation in your body and the pain. Tart cherry juice, also, Tart cherry may help with that. Well, my question is, why are you having the gout? You can take this for gout, but what's causing it? Why are your kidneys not filtering as well as they should? Do you need some extra enzymes to digest your food to get more nutrients to your kidneys? Do you need some specific kidney nutrition support, like kidney and bladder tincture by Nutritional Frontiers? Or do you need Renogen? Or do you need pyridoxal 5-phosphate, vitamin B6, or a supplement from Standard Process called PhosFood? When I test people on kidney issues, quite often, 2 or 3 or even 4 of those supplements their body wants. So when you come to see me, we're going to communicate with your body. Your body will say, I want this one, I don't like those ones. And it's up to you to decide to change your lifestyle to incorporate this or not. I can't tell you I'll guarantee this will fix you. I will never say that because I'm not a doctor. I don't treat anything. I'll help you improve your nutritional status and let your body, your God-designed body, fix itself. One of the things you have to know, and I try to say this in most of my presentations, is every one of your old cells is being replaced with a new cell over a period of time. It's said that 6 weeks, every cell of your skin is replaced with a new cell. It takes 8 weeks to replace every cell of your liver with a new one. Your pancreas, the organ that controls your digestion, it takes about 3 months to swap out all those old cells with new cells. Dr. Jerry Tennant, he talks about this all the time. Central nervous system and brain, it's said that it takes 8 months to swap out all the old cells with new cells. Your joints, 14 months. It takes 2 years to change every cell of your bones with new ones. And if daily you don't change your nutritional status, if you have certain health challenges, if you don't change what you're putting in your mouth, you keep replacing old cells that don't work so well with new cells that don't work so well. If you put all 90 nutrients in your body, you avoid foods that inflame you, avoid foods that block your absorption of minerals, now you got a lot more nutrition going to your organs versus fighting food. And lo and behold, in a short period of time, you could be replacing a good bit of the organs in your body, possibly with new ones that work better. that would be what I would try if I had health issues. And that's actually what I did do in the past 7 years now, 8 years almost. It's almost 8 years. I learned about this 90 nutrient thing in November of 2014, so almost 8 years ago. And I've been consistently doing it for the last 6.5 years or so, and everything in my life changed. The amount of arthritic pain I had practically disappeared. The arthritic knees that I could barely walk with disappeared. I'm doing heavy squats at the gym now. And I couldn't picture this life 8 years ago. I was in absolute misery. I had extreme sleep apnea, woke up exhausted every day, pain everywhere, and it was getting worse. I've been taking joint formulas, and they didn't help me. When I started taking joint formulas with the rest of the 90 nutrients and extra digestive enzymes with my meals, and I avoided the inflammatory foods, everything in my life changed. It took time, but everything in my life changed. And this is what I do and what I preach when people come to see me. If you want your life to change, you have to change your lifestyle, the way you eat, the way you supplement, the way you nutrify your body. How well do you stay away from toxic foods? How well do you stay away from foods that block absorption of nutrients? If you can change that up, you can change your life. And this is what I see in many, many, many people to come to see me. They have significant health challenges. And they come back a month later, and they're like, I can't believe how different I am. People have had irritable bowel, neck pain, rashes all over their body, all sorts of things. It can rapidly change because if you put nutrients in, you go every day of your life, you're replacing old cells with new cells. You have a chance to make each one of those new cells better. So beyond that, what if you have parasites attacking your digestive system? You may need something like Parakill, Zymex 2, Microdefense with oregano, wormwood, different parasite formulas. Which one's the best for you? Again, instead of throwing darts at the board trying to hit the bullseye, come spend an hour with me, and we're going to test your body. Your body says, I like all four of these. Do I like Parakill better than Microdefense? Yes. Do I like Parakill better than Zymex? Yes. And through process elimination, your body will say, I like this one better than the other ones. All four of these are good for me, but that particular one, my body likes the best. It isn't me that's telling you this one's the best for you. It's your body telling both of us. That's the beauty of applied kinesiology testing. Your body tells you these things. Okay. Beyond that, daily complete nutrition. You need 16 vitamins every day, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids, and 60 different minerals. When they studied our farmland, they said about our farmland is about 80% depleted of the macro minerals. Now they're saying 90% of our farmland doesn't have iodine, nor selenium, nor chromium. So if you start supplementing these nutrients, where something like Mineral Rich gives you 70 minerals, Frontier Multivitamin gives you all the vitamins you want, but does your body, if you're a female, does your body want Women's Complete Multivitamin? Does it want Women's Complete? Or does it want Frontier Multivitamin? So what I do is I have you hold the minerals. I'll say, with these minerals, is Women's Complete better for you than this one? Yes or no? Is this one better than that one? Yes or no? And your body will tell you. Really simple. But it's effective. That's the thing. If people weren't telling me this is like tremendous what has happened to them, I wouldn't be preaching about this. This has worked for so many different people that it's not a fluke. This happens with everybody that comes in who's not taking nutrients. They have 40, 50, 60, 70 weak responses to foods. They have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 metals they have a problem with. They have 6 to 12 weak reflexes on their body. Everybody. They come back 4 weeks later after doing Mineral Rich, Frontier Multivitamin, Omega-3D, and some type of digestive aid. They come back 4 weeks later, I test them again, and they have no weak responses on their body anymore. They have no negative response to metals anymore. They have no negative responses to foods anymore, other than 8 or 9 bad things that most everybody has a problem with, like toxic oils, toxic peanut butters, and wheat, barley, rye, and oats are still bad. If they failed on tomatoes on the first visit, they usually don't fail on tomatoes on the second visit. If they fail on onions, peppers, cabbage on the first visit, they usually don't fail on that on the second visit. But if they fell on wheat, barley, rye, and oats and fell on the first visit, almost all of them fell on that on the second visit, the third visit, the 8th visit. They always have a weak response to it. It's because the way it's been hybridized, the way it's sprayed with weed killers and herbicides, it's toxic. It's just not something we can digest very well. It blocks your absorption of nutrients. So overall, to improve your digestion, you got to give your pancreas the nutrients it needs to make your enzymes, to make your sodium bicarbonate, for your liver to make bile, for your stomach to make stomach acid, to make trypsin, chymotrypsin, pepsin, pepsinogen. All these things require nutrients to manufacture all of them. You have to think, if you're running out the door in the morning eating a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, are you giving your pancreas all the nutrients it needs to make all these enzymes? If you, skip breakfast and at lunchtime you eat a couple candy bars, is that giving you all the nutrients you need to make these enzymes, to make your liver function the way it should? It's impossible. If you, at dinner time, you have a couple slices of pizza, does that give you daily complete nutrition? It's not. Because even if you have a veggie pizza with a whole bunch of vegetables on it, it's grown in soil that doesn't have much minerals in it. So unless you're supplementing, you're nutritionally deficient, and you'll have some level of dysfunction in your body. Things just don't work so well. Okay. So that's about it. If you have issues with your gallbladder, Dr. Weiner would have people do a liver gallbladder flush, where for 2 to 4 days you would drink 4 8-ounce glasses of apple cider or tart cherry juice, and that softens up the waxy bile salt plugs that's clogging up the ductwork in your liver and your gallbladder. And then maybe what's his name? Andreas Moritz. He wrote a book, The Amazing Liver Gallbladder Flush. He has YouTube videos, The Amazing Liver Gallbladder Flush, on how to properly do a liver gallbladder cleanse per se, a flush, where you do this tart cherry juice or your apple cider for several days. And then he says maybe on a Friday, if you're off on the weekends, maybe on a Friday you eat breakfast, you eat lunch. Maybe at dinner time you drink 6 ounces of olive oil with lemon juice. And that causes your gallbladder and your liver to squeeze like crazy, and your liver to produce like crazy, to produce bile to mix with that fat. And it ejects all these waxy bile salt plugs, clogging up the ductwork. And you'll spend a day going to the bathroom. They say take magnesium citrate to make sure everything's flushing out of your system. And people have done this have told me if they did this on Friday, they said Saturday they stay at their house and stay close to a bathroom. And they said Sunday morning when they woke up, bliss, this nirvana feeling. Several people have told me this. I personally haven't done this cleanse yet. I keep talking about it, and the only time I remember to do this thing is when I talk about it here in the office and at home. It's out of sight, out of mind. But someday I'll end up doing that. So that is something also can maybe able to help you with you have gallbladder issues and so forth, digestive issues, digesting fat properly. Yeah, if you have your gallbladder out, you may have issues with digesting fats. You may have issues with nullifying the strong acid coming from your stomach before it goes into your small intestine. You have incredible pain every time you eat. It's not a walk in the park to have your gallbladder out. God designed our body to have a gallbladder. You need to keep that. So there are things that you can do that maybe can dissolve the stones in your gallbladder other than what we talked about. And coming to see me, we can test your body. Your body will say, I want this, I want this, I want that. I'll never tell you that this will dissolve your gallstones. But we can test your gallbladder reflex. You can test your body reflexes. Does your body want fast food from Standard Processes? Does it want kidney and bladder tincture from Nutritional Frontiers? Does it want Renogen from Metagenics? Does it want B6 from Douglas Labs? Your body will tell you these things. But if you don't know about these things, which most people don't, because our educational system in this country is abysmal in teaching you how to nutrify your body so your body can fix itself, most people don't know what to do. Come spend an hour with me and we'll go through all that stuff. So that's about it I wanted to talk about today. There are pathogens that may be attacking your organs: Candida yeast fungus, parasites, virus, bacteria. If you need a particular immune booster, we can communicate with your body, and your body will say, I'm doing strongly on all these Candida yeast killing formulas. Maybe you have a Candida overgrowth in your body. Which one's the best for you? We can figure that out. If you do have issues with Candida yeast fungus, maybe it might be wise not to have so many carbohydrates that feeds the fungus. So when you're trying to wipe it out, maybe don't feed it while you're trying to kill it. So in my office, I also have 3,200 testing vials to test on all sorts of things. And say there's a particular food, like after you've put all these 90 nutrients in your body and you've nutrified your body for 2-3 months, and you still have a negative response to eggs. The chances are you may have an allergic reaction to eggs, Maybe we can do an allergy reversal treatment for eggs. In one of my testing kits, I have 3,200 vials in my office, and in this kit is a vial for egg whites, organic whole eggs, commercial whole eggs, and egg yolks. We can test your body, see how you respond to these things, and if you fail consistently with it, after we've given yourself time to replace your pancreas and with nutrients, get the pancreas working better. If you still have issues with eggs and every time you eat them with your digestive enzyme, you still get inflamed from it, maybe we can do an allergy reversal treatment for eggs, and maybe that will help you too. Beyond that, maybe there's just too many issues with eggs, you just can't digest them. With kinesiology muscle testing, your body will say, I still can't handle it, or your body will say, I probably can handle it now. Okay, so other than that, Phil, do we have questions on anything? Okay, folks, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the opportunity. Call the Weiner Wellness Center, 412-922-9355. Set an appointment with me and help get you on track to change in your life. Hope to see you soon.